Who's brave and ready for trouble? Who is so unbelievably humble? Who's the guy who rolls the dice?
Pussy in the Damn Boots, The Last Three Wishes was a movie that I was actually looking forward to ever since I saw the teaser trailer. I think what really got to me was the inspiration of Spider-Verse and also it being a vagina inside a pair of Tim's movie, which is a strange case because I don't really remember much about the first Puss in Boots movie. All I remember is the funny looking egg and the kitty toy I got in my Happy Meal, so fuck this movie. But for real, I really love the Shrek franchise because Shrek 1 and 2 are like some of my favorite comedies of all time. Shrek 3 doesn't exist, and Shrek Forever After is just a fan fiction. I think a lot of people didn't even think much about this movie because DreamWorks has not been at its most popular as of recent. They released films recently that are good and some that are just spirited, unframed, and back in business, but movies like The Bad Guys and The Croods 2 were surprisingly good. Better than what Disney and Pixar have put out as of recent. But not many talked about it or watched it. So when I went to go watch Puss in Boots, I was expecting an enjoyable kids movie, but I left that theater a changed man. My third eye opened up and I started to understand more about our own existence in the universe. This movie, not even a movie, this film was amazing. The DreamWorks animated movie for a cat that just wears Reebok shacks is in my opinion one of the best animated films we have as of recent. It's so fucking good. It's a basic story about Puss losing the living on the edge attitude he had due to knowing the fact that he only has one life left, but learning about the magical wishing star, he goes back to his ways to try to wish for his 9 lives back. Joining him along is a new character, Perrito, who's a dog trying to look for a family and looks at everything with a positive attitude. And Kitty from the first movie comes back, who is also a great conclusion to add to the movie, showing more of a real personal side of Puss from his persona. As they race to the wishing star trying to beat the antagonist of the movie, which consists of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Jack Horner, and of course, Death. Oh my god. Death is such a fucking good villain. He's generally memorable and terrifying at the same time. His tall structure, his bright red eyes, and of course his calling card. So fucking incredible, dude. I think he became one of the best villains of DreamWorks movies. You know you have a good fucking villain when he can make your main character bleed in a fucking kids movie. The Kung Fu Panda movies still have like some of the greatest top-notch villains from DreamWorks. But man, I wouldn't complain about putting Death up there too. I think another villain that wouldn't really be at top but needs to be talked about is Jack Horner. Jack is generally an evil villain, but he's so fucking funny. As Death was a serious one that could sincerely kill Puss, Jack was just a comedic relief of the movie. He was just evil for the sake of being evil. He didn't have much of a backstory. No dramatic event with Puss where he had an announcement where Puss in Boots is a bitch ass motherfucker who pissed on his fucking wife. No, he was just evil for the sake of being evil, and he brought a lot of great lines because of it.
You're not gonna shoot a puppy, are you, Jack?
Yeah, in the face. Why?
I think every joke landed in this movie. There wasn't a joke I didn't like sigh at or just sat there with a blank face. The worst that the jokes got was I just didn't laugh out loud. I just smiled through it, and I smiled throughout the whole movie. Everyone played their characters well. They were all interesting and great to watch. Goldilocks and the Three Bears had amazing moments about accepting family even from those that are not even blood related or the same species, because there's no fucking way these two bears made that, so there has to be something going on. They really worked well with Perrito. He could have been like an Olaf situation where he was just the annoying cute comic relief that only had like one joke throughout, but instead you feel sympathy for this dog who has like a fucking tragic backstory but doesn't realize because he sees everything as colorful and roses. Puss's plot where he has panic attacks and is scared to face off Death himself is also very good. And then when he finally accepted the fact that Death is just gonna be coming, so he's gonna spend his final life with the people that he really cares about, it really brought a tear to my eye. Also, I don't remember much about the first Puss in Boots movie, so I can't really say much, but I really like Puss's and Kitty's relationship with another in this movie. It felt like two people who aren't ready to change one's life for the other, but overall learn to accept each other and not be afraid of running from one's problems. Again, it Brought a tear to my eye. Of course, more things that I like about this movie is animation. Go for the Spider-Verse inspiration and more cartoony animation like Bad Guys. Also, those fight scenes must have some anime inspiration. I got Attack on Titan feeling from that beginning scene alone, and it shows how much love was put on the animation alone. The music for this movie was amazing. I really love Fearless Hero. It was like an earworm for me for like a couple weeks, and as of editing this, I'm probably gonna have that music on, and I'm probably not gonna stop hearing it inside my mind for the next 2 weeks. I'm sorry. After watching this movie, I wonder what they're gonna do with Shrek 5 now, since that's been in development for a while. The movie styles will seem weird to be in a Shrek movie, but I really want to see the people behind the scenes of this movie work on it. It has the same energy of joking with fairy tales, and I wanted to know what's next for the Shrek franchise, especially that closing shot. I just hope Shrek isn't that god-awful elimination render I see floating around. If that's Shrek, I'm killing a man. Puss in Boots is a fantastic film, cinema at its finest, and in my opinion, the best movie of 2022. It's a movie that's worth seeing over and over and over again, with friends, families, partners, your doctor, anyone. Not to sound like IGN, but it has a little bit of something for everyone. I am comfortable giving Puss in Boots a 10 out of 10. You can fight about it all you want, but this is my review. Go watch any other reviewer with a cross-armed character, and I don't know, piss off. You wouldn't like it when a character does cross-arm. Go watch the movie.
The working ways.